My wonderful YouTube family, once again, a very, very warm welcome. Very happy to see you all. I hope you've had a wonderful day so far. As usual, we meet 9:30 p.m. IST. Let's get going. There's a lot to do in this lesson today. The theme is something that speaks for itself, is IELTS reading. It gives shivers down the spine to a lot of people. Why, you ask? Because they do not know reading subskills. They do not know how to attempt. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this lesson. If you're able to hear me, hi Hasmat. If you're able to hear me, please let me know with a big thumbs up, big heart, whatever you like. Thank you. Just want to make sure that there isn't any technique. It's okay audio-wise. Hasmat, could you let me know if you're able to hear me properly? Thank you. So what are the aims of the lesson? Today, we're going to be looking at IELTS reading. How do we attempt completing table and diagram types of questions? Basically, table completion and diagram completion. Thank you, guys. Today's lesson is all about how to attempt IELTS reading table completion questions and diagram completion questions. Let's have a look at what are the aims of the lesson today. So the first aim is, whenever you read a passage so many times, the biggest problem people face is, and tell me if you face this problem or not, you're not able to understand the meaning of certain words. Yeah. So what do? We're going to be playing a game today to understand the strategy to look for the meaning of words that you do not know. Next, we will look at scanning strategy today. I repeat, we're going to be looking at scanning strategy today in this live lesson. And finally, we'll also understand how do we recognize the synonyms and the antonyms in a text. Okay, that's another purpose. How do we recognize the synonyms and the antonyms in a reading text? If you're new to our channel, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this lesson later, make sure to subscribe so that you do not miss any live lessons that come 9:30 p.m. directly on your mobile and your desktop. And make sure to like the lesson, share it with your colleagues, with your friends, and turn the notification bell icon on. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to be looking at today is, please have a look at the screen. The first part that we will cover today is called vocabulary. We will focus on vocabulary. But before we get started and we focus on an activity, a game, please have a look at one exam tip that I want to offer you. And that exam tip is, when you come across a word you don't know, in a text, in a passage, in an essay, whatever, in an article, look at the context. Once again, please have a look. It says, look at the context. What is the meaning of the word context? Imagine you are reading a passage, and in that passage, suddenly you find one word that you do not understand. Context means try to read that sentence where that word is one more time in order to guess, in order to infer what the meaning of this word could be. That's called reading through the context. It will often express the same idea in other words or give clues as to the meaning. The idea is, when you read the sentence, it gives you clues because it expresses the same idea as the definition of that word. It expresses the same idea. So one of the most important tips that I have seen lately is, not lately, that students use, and we've always used throughout, is, if you do not understand a word, there are billions of words. I'm a linguist. I've been teaching for many, many years. I still do not know certain words, and that's okay. You may be an engineer, you may be a teacher, you may be a manager, you may still not know everything about management or engineering. And that's fine. It happens to teachers, it happens to students as well. So the tip is read through the context, sentences here and there. All right? If you understand this tip, show me a thumbs up, because now we will play a game related to this. I repeat, now we will play a game related to this. Let's see who all have joined. Okay, people are enjoying this Saturday. Hi Divya, hi Priya, Hasmat, super. All right, so let's get started. Extremely important, please have a look. This game that we're now going to play will help us practice this component. Let's read the question. Work out the meaning of the words in italics. So there are 3 words in italics right in front of us. Please have a look. Choked, commissioned, and units. So we have to find the meaning of these words in italics. 1, 2, 3 are the options that are going to be given here. So for example, if we have the word choke, there are 3 options for it. To hit with a lot of force, to be unable to breathe because something is blocking the air passage to your lungs, or C, to have health problems. So what is the meaning of the word choke? From the context, we have to select the right option here. Read the sentence, the first sentence, from many to shows, and let's understand what is the meaning of the word choke from the context for this. Thank you. B. Nagashri, Divya, Hasmat says B. Okay. Sorry, Priya, I think I may not be able to zoom in because it doesn't have that feature, so you'll have to play with your screen. The correct answer is B. B is in fact the correct answer, although it sort of goes down to C, but B is correct answer. Now let's have a look at the word commissioned. I'm going to give you some space. Have a look at commission. Is it to order or authorize the production of something, to like something, or to make a decision based on facts? Which one is it in your opinion? Which one is it? Please put your answers in the comments below. Thank you. Let's see what people say. A. Everybody says A. Are you sure? The answer is, in fact, A. Very good. That is to order or authorize the production of something. So that is to commission something. Let's have a look at the last one, which is unit. What is the meaning of the word unit? Is it a department, a large number of something, or a medical test? What is a unit? Let me give you some space here. Just going to look at your answers. Priya says 3 is A. Nagashri says B. Okay. Guys, when you put your answers, just number which. Yeah. Okay. The correct answer is A. Unit here means department. So I hope you understand with the help of this game that sometimes words may be really easy, but they may have multiple meanings. In order for you to assess what it means, I repeat, in order for you to assess what it means, you have to get down to reading the sentence properly to get clues of what it could possibly mean. Here are some words that may be difficult to understand, but some are easy as well. But this is an exemplar activity to help you understand. Context gives the meaning. One more time. Context gives the meaning. So read the sentence carefully if you do not understand a word on the IELTS reading text. Very, very important. Okay? If you understand this, give me a thumbs up, please. Let's move on. Here we go. Exam tip. There's another exam tip that I have. This is exam tip number 2. And we need to read it carefully. Have a look. When you learn the meaning of the word, now you've learned the meaning of a particular word, of a word which occurs in academic text. For example, you're reading a passage and there's a word, let's say, predicament. Predicament, off the top of my head. So when you see a word, it's always a good idea to look at other versions of the same word. So are there other versions of the word predicament that exist? So for example, can we say to predicament? Is it right? Can we say predicamentation? Is it true? Is it right? So what are the other versions of the same word that exist? It will help boost your vocabulary. Another example is if we say argue, very simple example. Can we say argumentation? Can we say arguments? Can we say arguents? It's not a word, but can we say that? So the idea is look at the other versions and variety of the same word and see how it helps you expand your vocabulary and how you're able to use it in different contexts. All right. So this was about vocabulary. Why are we discussing this? Because the next game is an extension of this exam tip. Have a look. So what we have to do is, I'm sorry if it is not visible. I hope it is visible. I think it's good. Yeah, able to see now. So the game is, there are 4 words that are written in italics. Faculties, scalded, kit, and ignorance. What do we have to do? For each word, we have to look for another word in the passage. It is actually in the same sentence. That is either the synonym or the antonym of that word. Listen to the game one more time. There are 4 words that are written here. For these words, in the same sentence, either there's a word that is the synonym of it, or there's a word that is the antonym of it. You have to tell me what that word is. And is it a synonym or is it an antonym? So for example, number 1, faculties. This one I will do for you. The rest of it you have to do yourself. Accidents are the main reason for deaths. I think I found my answer. In children aged more than 12 months, accounting for nearly 400 fatalities a year. I think the answer to the word fatalities here, or faculties here, is deaths, which is this word. Please have a look. Which is this word. And this one is the synonym of it. So the first one was an example. This word is interesting. A lot of people mispronounce it as well. What do you think is the synonym of this word here? Okay, people are already giving answers. Thank you. So for fatality, it is scalded is burnt. Very good. For scalded, it is burnt. Burns are common too, with 10 children under 5 getting burnt or scalded every day. Cool. Okay, that's number 1. Now for the word kit. What is it for the word kit? Masroor, Hasmat, Devya, Mohammed, Azu, Vatsala. Kit is maybe equipment. I think you're right, Devya. What about other people? Sahana, excellent. Priya, Hasmat, guys, where are your answers? So for kit, the correct answer is yes. Equipment. Again, it is again, it is the synonym. But for this word, there is The antonym, that is the opposite of the word ignorance. Which one is it, in your opinion? Thank you, Hasmat. Masroor, wonderful. Watsala says equipment. That's done. What about the ignorance part? Ignorance. Nagashri, thank you. Okay, lovely. You're right, Nagashri. So it is knowledge, or for that matter, common sense, which is antonym. Now, I want all of you to pause. Listen carefully. Oops. Yeah. Listen carefully. As we looked at all of this, I repeat, as we looked at all of this, tell me something very important. Are you able to see how the context of the sentence is telling us the meaning of the word as well? I repeat, how the context of the sentence is giving us clues of the meaning of the word. Sometimes the sentence has the synonyms of the word and the antonyms of the word, for that matter. This is a very, very important trick to find the meaning of words that you do not understand. Sometimes the answer of a question on IELTS reading depends on this. Understanding vocabulary is very, very important. That's why. Having said that, you may not know all the words in the world. For some people, they may not know what is called it, which is totally fine. So the idea is that you read the context carefully. Okay? If you find this useful, give me a big thumbs up if you find this useful. Let's move to the second part of the lesson today. I repeat, let's move to the second part of lesson today. This is part 2. And it is how to find specific information. On the IELTS reading test, you find 2 types of information. I repeat, have a look. You find 2 types of information. Number 1, either it is specific in nature or it is general in nature. Either you find specific information or you find general piece of information, general idea. We also call it general idea. In the next couple of exercises and activities and games that we have, we will only focus on how to find specific information. And it's very important. There's a strategy that we use to find specific information. Good. There's a strategy that we use to find specific information. What do you think is that strategy? The name of the strategy starts with S. Can you type in the live chat? What is it? Good. Thank you, Sahana, Divya, Hasmat. Bingo! Priya has told us the answer. Super. So the name of the strategy is scanning. I want you to pause the lesson right now. Read it loudly. Your mind should listen to your words. Register it in your mind. Focus on the underlined letters, words, and the blue words. I hope you're done. What is scanning? Scanning is a very important reading skill. Listen carefully. Scanning is a very important reading skill. What is the use of it? I repeat, what is the use of it? It is used when you want to read quickly. I repeat, it is used when you want to read quickly. But how does it help? You want to find a specific piece of information and you want to read quickly. What are the different kinds of specific pieces of information? Dates, years, names, numbers, places, or keywords. All of these different things are specific pieces of information. And how does it help? You do not have to read everything. Let me give you a very simple example. Imagine there is an article that you have to read. And that in that article, you have to find my birth date. I repeat, in that article, you have to find my birth date. I'm not self-obsessive. I'm just giving you an example. Okay. So there are 500 words in the article. Ding, 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 ding. A tyro, a person who's new to the IELTS exam, will start reading from here, very sincerely, will read all the sentences and will stop here. Incorrect. Wrong strategy. Scanning means reading quickly and seeing where is the date mentioned. Is there any number that is mentioned? Somewhere here it says 15th June. Bingo, bravo. You do not read line by line. You only scan quickly to see where that keyword is that you're looking for. Of course, date is only going to be a number, either written in the form of a number or a word. So you're only looking for a number somewhere. And that is 15th June, which is your answer, specific piece of information. And using scanning, I have planned some amazing games for us today. If you're ready, give me a big heart. Yes, skimming is for gist, yes. So Divya has asked a very important piece of information. What is the difference between skimming and scanning? Although we'll have a different lesson for skimming altogether, but let me tell you what it is. Just very quickly. Thank you. So scanning is to find specific information, Divya. SI means specific information. Skimming on the other hand is used to understand general idea. I hope it helps you understand this. Scanning is to find specific piece of information. Birth date is a specific piece of information. General idea is, what is his personality like? Somebody's birthday is a specific piece of information. But what is their personality like is a general idea. What do you think are they like as a person? So there's no specific number or a name that is associated with it. You have to say a couple of things to understand it. I hope it helps you understand it better. Okay, lovely. Thank you so much. Let's move ahead. We're now going to be playing a game. Very, very important game. But before this, the game that we're trying to do, that we're going to play, is a completion task. There are many types of completion tasks on IELTS. Table completion, sentence completion, diagram, flowchart completion, diagram completion, so many different types of completion questions. What we are going to look at right now is table completion as well as diagram completion. But there are 4 things that you need to focus on. Please have a look. Number 1, you will have to read a passage and complete a table, diagram, or picture whenever these types of questions come. Number 2, the information that you see in the passage will not be in the same order as the question. Very important piece of information. The information in the passage will not necessarily be in the same order as the question. It is an incredibly important piece of information. I repeat, extremely important piece of information. A lot of the times people think that in a passage, question number 1's answer is going to be here, then question number 2, question 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it doesn't happen like this. It can be anywhere strewn about haphazardly. The answers are going to be anywhere. So remember this point. Point number 3. The table, diagram, or picture may relate to a section of the passage rather than the whole. Now, this is also an important piece of information. Imagine you're attempting a table completion question. Now, what's important to remember is it may be associated, all the answers of a question may be in just one paragraph. They don't have to be throughout the passage. So these are important pieces of information that people do not know. And I hope you understand this and you'll take it forward. You may be able to use this information now in the passage that we're going to play. Another important thing that you should remember is in the question, listen carefully. In the question, the instructions will tell you very clearly how many words you should write. For example, no more than 2 words. People still end up writing 3 words. Even if the answer is right, they get a 0 for it. Let's pause. The instruction says, bro, don't write more than 3 words or more than 2 words. People still write sometimes, if it says 2, people still write 3 words. Even when the answer is wrong, they get a 0 for that question. So it will be written like this. No more than 2 words, 1 word only, no more than 2 words and a number. So remember this. It's very, very important. Okay. Number 2, numbers can be written as a number or a word. Both are acceptable. Your mark will not be deducted if you write it as a number or as a word. Now, this is extremely important piece of information. This is an extremely important piece of information. What is the meaning of hyphen? Hyphen means this, minus sign. So if you write words with a hyphen, for example, state of the art, it is counted as 1 word. This is an absolute important piece of information that we're discussing right now. This is counted as 1 word. A lot of the times people think, oh my God, how should I write the answer? It only says 3 words, but here there are 4 words. No, it's counted as 1 word, bro. 1 word. If you like this piece of information, I want you to like the lesson right now and give us a big heart. Thank you. Divya says, second point does make sense a lot. It happens almost all the time. Yes, absolutely. Okay, crystal clear? Perfect. Thank you. Now let's move on. Please have a look. Now we're going to play a very important game. I repeat, we will play a very important game. What do we call this, by the way? What is it? Is it diagram completion or table completion? Table completion, correct? This is table completion. The game is very simple. I will show you a passage. First of all, see the passage and take a picture. I repeat, please take a picture of the passage. Thank you. If you have taken a picture, give me a thumbs up or something. You're welcome, guys. Good. I need to keep a track of the lesson. I'm sorry. With your comments, it helps me understand that you're able to understand it. So thank you for keeping up with the requests. All right, perfect. So the game is, we have to scan the passage. Now, scanning does not mean you read everything one by one. The rule of this game is, listen to me carefully. The rule of this game is, you don't have to read this line by line. I repeat, you do not have to read this line by line. Incorrect. Okay? This is the rule of the game. So let's go back. Here we go. What we have to do is, we have to find specific pieces of information. On the left-hand side of the screen, I have written the questions. On the extreme right, we have to tell the answer. In the middle, we have clues to give us the answer to that question. First one we will do together. The rest of it you have to do yourself. Okay? So first of all, what we're going to do is we will read the question first always, then go to the passage. I repeat one more time. Passage padhne se kuch nahi hone wala. First, you have to read the question. That's your, what do you call it? That's your go-to point. Read the question, accordingly find the answer in the passage. Extremely important point I'm telling you right now. For IELTS reading, read the question first and then read the passage. So here we go. Let's read question number first. First. What is another name for the beverage report? Don't read line by line. Can you tell me what is the answer? What is the other name, another name for the beverage report? Check the screenshot that you have taken on your phone. Check the screenshot, quickly scan it, because we can't have both the screens together because it's a lot of space. We can only have so much space. What do you think is the answer? From here. Beverage report, if I see very quickly, is Sir William Beveridge. Okay. I think I found the answer. I'm waiting for you to tell me what the answer is. What is the other name of beverage report? Yes, it's important, Divya. Yep, thank you. I will put the answer here. Tell me what is the name of the beverage report? Okay, the answer to the first question is report on social insurance. I repeat, report on social insurance. Now, very quickly, tell me what is the date of report. Scan the text for a 4-digit number, which is how years are usually expressed. So what is the date? Tell me. Hello. Okay, the correct answer is, guys, you did not tell me that my voice was not clear. It was echoing. I just found out myself. Thank you. It is 1942. Very good. Question number 2. What was the subject? What was the subject of the report? Look at the name of the report. It'll tell you the subject. Thank you, Priya, Hasmat, Divya. Super. Question number 3. Look at that. Look at the name of the report. So what is the name? Question number 3. Okay, social insurance. That's correct answer. Wonderful, Priya. Question number 3. How many obstacles to progress did the report mention? Scan the text for a number expressed in digits or in words. Thank you, Sahana. All right. Waiting for other people. How many obstacles to progress did the report mention? Scan the text for a number expressed in digits or words. Okay. 5, Sahana says. Sahana, you're 100% true. Thumbs up for Sahana. I'm going to display your answers whenever your answers are right. Priya, Sahana found for us the answers. Wonderful. Question number 5, please. What were the obstacles to progress? What were the obstacles to progress? Bulleted list has the answer. Yes, Sahana, both are right. Thank you. Bulleted list. Guys, there are 17 people in the classroom right now. I want everybody to participate and tell the answer. Don't write your answers privately on a private chat. Be with everyone. You'll feel more involved. If your answers are wrong, we still love you. So make sure that you put the answers. I know it is not easy, but participate. It's very important. It's for your progress. Thank you. If you're there in the lesson, be in it to win it. Okay, so the answer to number five is want, disease, ignorance, squalor, and idleness. But yeah, that's true. So we do not have a word limit here, so it doesn't matter if the answers are want, disease, ignorance, squalor. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Nagashri, Priya, Vatsala, Hasmat. Wonderful. Number six, what is SQUALOR? How do we pronounce this word? It's called squalor. One more time, repeat after me. Squalor. Squalor. So the correct answer is very good. It's poor housing and homelessness. And the last question is what was the report? Why was the report commissioned? Ladies and gentlemen, IELTS reading table completion live practice going on. Why was the report commissioned? Clue is scan for the text for forms of the word commission, reason, or why. It'll tell you the answer. For survey, Nagashri says survey. Priya says home. Okay. The existence of poverty in London. The correct answer is the existence of poverty in Britain. Very, very good. Can we clap for everybody? Good job. Excellent. That was a very well done job. Well done. I selected a difficult one, and you guys did really, really well. If you've done it for the first time, bingo. If you've been doing it for some time, well done. Even then, yeah, it's not easy. It is. The level is difficult. Okay. Did you enjoy the game? Did you guys enjoy the game? Activity? Live practice? Perfect. So I have a few important, please have a look. We're now going to play a game to understand some tips that we should keep in mind related to table completion questions and diagram completion questions. So I'm going to show you a sentence, read the sentence carefully, and then you have to select a word that fits in the context. This is one tip. Have a look. This is one tip. These are tips here, or these are tricks that we should keep in mind. Which one do you think it is? The first one we'll do together, and the rest of it you'll have to do alone. When doing a dash task, it is important to read the instructions carefully. What type of task? It's blurry. I think I'll have to change the background of the screen. Maybe that'll help you. What is it? Completion. Absolutely. So the correct answer is when doing a completion task. Thank you. Wonderful, Sahana. Number two, make sure your answer does not go over the word dash given in the instruction. Over the what? Word? Yes, I'll go back to the table, Hasmat, so you can take the screenshot. Thank you.
Word limit it is. Perfect. Word limit. Wonderful. Next one, please have a look. Number three. Sometimes you may need to dash the information to fit within the word limit. What is it? You may need to dash the information to fit within the word limit. Wonderful. Masroor, Nagashri, Priya, Sahana. Summarize. Wonderful. Summarize is the right answer. Sentence number four. Charts or dash can help you understand the main ideas visually. Charts or what? Diagram. Very good. Perfect. Very good. Superb. Masroor, Priya, Varun, Sahana. Wonderful, guys. Number five, pay attention to the dash between different ideas shown in a chart or diagram. Pay attention to the what? Pay attention to the relationships. I think that's the answer, right? Relationships. Thank you. Thank you. And number six is the chart and the text may not use the same words. Very important information. Listen carefully. This is my favorite information here. The students and people think, candidates think that it'll be the same word. Wow, how lucky and how innocent. No, it's not. They're always different words, more often than not. The chart and the text may not use the same words. They might use dash or paraphrases. Synonyms. Priya's already told the answer. Wonderful. Synonyms. Number seven, all answers in a section of a chart or diagram should be in the same dash category. Thank you, Ronaldo. Welcome to Cambridge Veritas. Number seven. What's number seven? Grammatical. Yes. Will be in the same grammatical category. And the last one is if one answer is a noun, likely all others in that section should also be. The last one is noun. Take a screenshot of this list. It's very important. Take a screenshot of this, and then I will show the table as Hasmat requested. If you've taken a screenshot, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Or you can type taken. All right, here we go. Hasmat, please take a screenshot of the table. Hasmat, please take a screenshot. Thank you. For those people who did not take it before, guys, here it is for you. Alrighty, thank you. Thank you. Let's move on. So, all of this is done. Which tip from these 8 tips is your favorite? Huh? Which tip from these 8 tips is your favorite? Okay, thank you. All right, guys, here we go. So very important pieces of information. This is something that sometimes takes students months to understand. If you're a teacher, it will help you to sort of succinctly tell your students what to keep in mind. If you're a student, keep these things in mind: word limit, how to find the meanings of the words, hyphenated words are counted as one, words connected with a hyphen, and most importantly, if the answer, if one answer is a noun, that is, let's say, name. Krish is a noun, it's a name. Uh, it is likely that the other answers will be names as well or nouns too. Uh, and another one, our favorite one is this: the words, the questions in the word, and the question that you're looking for in the chart, or let's say the passage, will be completely different. They will use synonyms to confuse you. So that's why you need to understand it. That's why we call it reading comprehension. You have to comprehend it in order for you to find the correct answer. It's very rare if the same word or the exact words are used. The next game, today's lesson is a little bit at a higher level, advanced level. That's why the lesson is also short, so that it's not TMI for people. What is TMI? It is not TMI for people. Next game is the last game of the lesson, but it is also not easy. Are you ready? I repeat, next game is the last game of the lesson, but it's not easy. Are you ready to accept my challenge? Everyone, are you ready to accept it? All right, here we go. Super. Please have a look. I'm going to give you some space. Take a screenshot. I repeat, please take a screenshot. Let me see if I can make it slightly bigger for you. Hmm. Yep. Take a screenshot. Now keep this screenshot in your phone because we're now going to use it. Keep the screenshot. Tip 3, Hasmat says, thank you. Too much information. Yes. So keep the screenshot because we will use this when we play the game. Let's read the question first. The question is, scan the passage below. Scan. Do not read line by line. Quickly read the passage below. Complete the diagram with the missing information. Now, I will not give you any clues. I will show you one diagram. This is the diagram. We have to complete the diagram with missing pieces of information. First of all, listen carefully. First of all, let's look at it one more time. I hope you've taken a screenshot. Now we have to share the answers. I repeat, we have to share the answers now. So let's start attempting together. Here we go. Let's do this. You open up your mobile or wherever you are. Keep the screen of the, what do you call it? The screenshot of the passage on your phone and look at the question here. Okay. I'm going to sit now and let's discuss it, solve it together. Objectives of bodies. What is the first objective? What is the first objective? Thank you, Hasmat. Lovely. Don't read line by line. One objective is colors. What is the first, second, and third? When you're ready, please put your answers. heights and physical ability. Okay, wonderful. Priya, Ronaldo, Masroor. The correct answer is shapes. Excellent. What is the second? If you have said height, that is also correct answer. Number two is heights. Number three has two words. I repeat, number three has two words. The correct answer is physical abilities. Wonderful. So this was the first one. Can we clap for everyone? Can we clap for everyone? Good job. Superb. Now let's attempt. Now let's attempt the second one. So this is called diagram completion question. These types of questions are called diagram completion. We just completed the first part, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 together. Now we're going to be focusing on number 4, 5, 6, 7. So, number 4, influences on objective characteristics of body. One influences lifestyle. What are the one influences social factors? What are the other two influences? Tell me quickly. Other two influences. Physical abilities is done. Vatsala, Sahana. One answer, number 4, one answer starts with G, the other one starts with A. I repeat, one answer starts with G, the other one starts with A. Okay, so the first one is number 4 is genes. Yes. Or genetic differences. Yes, that's right. You can't write more than 4 words. If you write genetic differences, that is also correct. What's number 5? What is the other one? What is the other influence, number 5, on objectives characteristics of body? Okay. Priya has given us the answer. Age, people's age. Are there any other words for the same? It is aging. Yes. Thank you. Wonderful. Now, there are only 3 social factors. One factor is type of employment. What are factors number 6 and 7? Guys, there's only one person participating. Where are the other people? Hello? Everybody in the room, please put your answers. You can do this. You can do this. Go for it. Don't be scared. We have to fail at it to be a master at it. So if you're not able to find it, it's okay. It's important to put your answer nonetheless. So what's number 6? Number 6. IELTS reading table diagram completion question going on. Okay, Hasmat, yeah, good. Sahana, good. No, nobody has told me the answer for number 6 yet. I'm still waiting. Ugly? Getting burnt. Thank you, Lynn. Welcome to Cambridge Veritas. Housing conditions in deprived neighborhood. It's a short answer, actually. Number six is diets, and number four is general quality of life. Thank you. This was not easy. Yeah. Poor diet, very good. And then general quality of life. Can we clap for everyone? Good efforts. Good job. Do you think we should have more games like this live, or do you think it's too much for a live class? What do you feel? The answer of these questions lie in the secrecy of scanning the piece. If you're able to scan it, if you're able to scan it, you do not have to read line by line. You have to look for keywords, and the words are not going to be put exactly the same. So, characteristics of body, you have to focus on where characteristics, which para is characteristics of body mentioned in. And not necessarily it'll be mentioned here, it may be mentioned here as well. Yeah. So, answers are not in the order of the question, they may be anywhere. Okay. So, this is important to remember. The live practice today was an insight into how basically we practice for IELTS reading in order to get a higher band using scanning, contextualizing words, and most importantly, looking for synonyms and antonyms. Okay? This was the purpose of the lesson today. Can we give a huge round of applause to everyone, please? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Good job, guys. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, there are different types of these. There's matching heading, completing tables and diagrams. This is what we have done today. Then there is answering short questions. Then there is matching sentences. Then there is matching sentence endings. Then there is MCQs, completing sentences and diagram label, completing notes, summaries, and flowcharts, identifying information, answering true, false, not given questions, matching information, identifying writers' views or claims. Yes, no, not given. They are the most difficult for a lot of students. Then there's matching features. So all of these categories that you see right now in front of you, they all use different types of reading strategies. Scanning and skimming, they all remain the same. What we have done today is just one. Yeah, and that too just a part of it. So in case you're looking for getting to know all of these, if you're a teacher, you want to teach all of these, or if you're a student, you want to learn all of these, particularly for teachers, the course apparently that you know now that we have at Cambridge Veritas is Cambridge Veritas certificate in IELTS masterclass, primarily for trainers to understand how to teach all of these successfully. First, learning yourself, and then being able to teach it, because it's not easy. It is difficult. The next batch starts 2nd of June, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. IST. The idea is for you to be able to, if somebody asks you all of a sudden in a question, how do you basically attempt and teach? What are your teaching strategies for yes, no, not given questions? And you go into this entire monologue of that you may have prepared and how you do it. There's a very simple answer for it. Teaching students, one of the games that we play is the difference between black or white, and then you go on to explain what is black or white, the opposite of black. What is the opposite of black? So these are some very interesting teaching methodologies that we use in order for us to conquer helping students basically know how to attempt all of these questions on the IELTS exam. So the next batch starts 2nd of May. There's a live viewer special discount, which is 20%. The usual fees is 29,999. It is 23,999 for live viewers. If you're interested, you can send a WhatsApp message to the counselors. The link is on the live chat at the top, so you can use that link to send the message and be a certified IELTS trainer. The last tip of the day is sometimes when there's a text, listen carefully. Sometimes when there's a text, Imagine this is the text. Then in the end of the text, there's a glossary that is given by IELTS. There's a glossary that is given by IELTS. So the tip is, for some texts, there may be a glossary for words that IELTS candidates are not expected to know or have come across before because they're super technical words. For example, lexical resources. As a teacher, you may know what it means, but to a common man, they may not know what are lexical resources. So in glossary, it is mentioned. What do you have to do? It is always a good idea to check what is written in that glossary because it may help you do away with those technical or difficult terms that are explained in the passage. All right? I hope that helps. If you're new to our community, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cambridge Veritas. Make sure to like the lesson if you've learned something new today. Subscribe to the channel and share it with your colleagues and friends and turn the notification icon on. Okay? And the most important thing of the day, extra practice is going to be available on the WhatsApp channel. What did you learn? Tell us in the live chat. What did you learn today? TMI is too much information. Sahana? Sahana's got an exam in June, okay? Hasmat, it is online. So there's a group of 10 students per batch, and we're able to sort of interact with each other, whoever your trainer is. So it is not via chat, it is online, instructor led. So Priya says she has a question. Do you have any habits that you still maintain to improve your own language? I mean, all four skills and all aspects of language. There are a few things that I do, Priya. I like to read. For listening, I particularly enjoy Blinkist, not Blinklist. It's Blinkist. It's an app. It's like Headway. So I do this for listening. For reading, I don't like reading, to be honest. For speaking, I like to watch interviews of famous personalities, interviews, and I like to take notes. Remember, I told you functional language, FL. I write functional language on my phone. And for writing, I like to write journals. So journals are something that really help me. Um, So these are the things that I do to continue honing my English. I hope it helps. Masroor asks this question: what is scanning and skimming? Masroor, scanning is when you're looking for a specific piece of information, reading quickly. Skimming is also reading quickly, but it is related to getting to know the general idea. I repeat, getting to know the general idea, not any specific piece of information. Sahana, I suggest getting in touch with the counselors for the next batch. Thank you. Okay, Priya says, I learned how to effectively scan and locate specific information and how to find answer table completion questions. Wonderful, very good. What about other people? What did you guys learn? Masroor, Sahana, Hasmat, Lynn, Ronaldo, Priya. Priya's already told, okay. Vatsala, Divya, thank you. Okay, thank you so very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Tomorrow, we're going to practice IELTS listening. Actually, tomorrow is Sunday. We're going to continue this on Monday. So, tomorrow, there's going to be something fun. But the next topic related to IELTS is going to be IELTS speaking, which is expressing opinions and planning your answers. How do you plan your answers when you have to basically speak on spot? What is the strategy for it? So we're going to be looking at that in more detail. Okay, there's that. Yeah, tomorrow is Saturday. My apologies. So yeah, that's going to continue tomorrow. Slip of tongue. Thank you. Tomorrow is Saturday. Yes. And on that note, thank you so much for being a part of this lesson. You guys did a wonderful job. Clappings for everyone. Claps. Yeah. Great job today. We're going to meet tomorrow and we'll continue with IELTS speaking. Until then, take care. God bless and enjoy your weekend. Bye bye. You're welcome, Sahana. Good night, guys. Take care.